President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, Nigeria is at a precipice. By precipice, I mean Nigeria is on the edge of a cliff. And so many people are working hard to push the Nigerian state overboard, to push it into the cliff by sabotaging the efforts of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because the North did not want President Tinubu to succeed, so that they won't say Yoruba is brilliant or Yoruba are good leaders. Some few days ago, I spoke about death scare on President Bola Tinubu. I also mentioned the fact that he began his administration on a wobble note, though with sound policies, which with time may yield positive results for Nigerians. But today, I want to speak on Tinubu as Nigeria's most consequential president. Tinubu, Nigeria's most consequential president. God has blessed Nigeria with so many leaders, both civilian and military leaders. Tafawa Balewa being the independent prime minister alongside Nnamdi Azikiwe as the president of Nigeria. We move on from there to Isiogwu Kaduna, from there to Gowon Yakubu. From Gowon Yakubu, the power changed to the hand of Murtala Mohammed. Murtala Mohammed spent 6 months. He was exterminated or murdered in a palace coup. And Obasanjo Okikiola Matthew became the head of state in his first term. Then he handed over power to Shehu Shagari. By 1983, December 31st, Shagari was pushed out in a coup by Muhammadu Buhari as head of state. By 1985 August, Buhari himself was pushed out of office by Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. Nigeria was in office until the popular June 12, 1993 election, which was aborted or was cancelled. Then Shonekan Ernest became interim president. He ruled for 83 days or 84 days, was pushed out by Sani Abacha, who ruled from 1993 till 1998 when he kicked the ash. He died. And Absalami Abubakar came on board. After Absalami Abubakar came on board, he ruled for 11 months. Then Obasanjo came back a second time as a civilian president between 1999 and 2007. By 2007, the presidency was handed over to Umaru Yar'Adua, who will have possibly been the best president, but for sickness that cut short his life. Then his deputy president Jonathan succeeded him, and after Jonathan came again Buhari, who so much hope was placed on by Nigerians, except for we prophets. I was shouting then that he had nothing good to do for Nigeria. And for the 8 years President Buhari spent, we could easily call it the year of the cankerworm, the year of the palmerworm, the year of the locust. He fumbled, he didn't do well, and handed over a brilliant mind, a sagacious leader in person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, Nigeria is at a precipice. By precipice, I mean Nigeria is on the edge of a cliff. And so many people are working hard to push the Nigerian state overboard, to push it into the cliff by sabotaging the efforts of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you want to know from where? From the North, majorly. Most of the things President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing to salvage the situation is being sabotaged, because the North did not want President Tinubu to succeed, so that they won't say Yoruba is brilliant or Yoruba are good leaders. Why do I say President Bola Tinubu is the most consequential president in Nigeria history, even though it's not number 5, now number 10, possibly the number 15, who will be leading Nigeria so far? If they kill him, that will be the end of Nigeria. If they didn't kill him, but they succeed in sabotaging his presidency, that will also spell doom for Nigeria. So as it were, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu may be the last president of Nigeria, except the powers that be allow him to succeed. If they allow him to succeed in restructuring the country, if they allow him to succeed in fixing the bad situations in Nigeria, eventually there's probability that the situation can be salvaged. Probabilities, a probable, not possibility. But what we hasten the demise or the breakup of Nigeria is to sabotage, to succeed in sabotaging his presidency. Presently, there are so many gang-ups against him. Party politics is normal and is good. At least that's one of the pillars of democracy, having opportunity to choose. But there's difference between playing politics and sabotaging. All his efforts to fix Nigerian power sector is being sabotaged, vandalizing the pipeline or being the power line. If not because he's so adamant and so heady, the tax reform he pushed through in the House and Senate or the National Assembly wouldn't have been possible, because even people that would benefit from it were shouting, withdraw it, withdraw it, withdraw it. But it's obvious now there's a serious gang up going on against his presidency. So take it or leave it, his administration, his presidency is a consequential one. His failure or success will determine whether Nigeria remains as a one entity, as one country, or the country eventually splits into pieces. And going by revelation, going by what God showed me, the country will split into 5. So I'm appealing to politicians, those who are sabotaging the administration of Tinubu, to reconsider. Are they ready for what the likely outcome of this sabotaging could bring about? If they are ready to have the country break up, let them go ahead. But if, like, they are shouting one Nigeria, Nigeria unity is indivisible, unnegotiable, which I don't subscribe to. Nigeria state is divisible and negotiable. We need to sit down and negotiate. Do you want to remain as one country or not? Since we are not one nation, we are several nations. So we need to sit down and actually deliberate if we want to remain as one country or not. So President Bola Tinubu is going to be the Nigerian most consequential president by determining either Nigeria remains as one country or Nigeria breaks up into several countries. Thank you. God bless.